tapestry, though its color bright and shiny, you remember seeing its purpose, her pattern of a grand design. And the stone that sits on the very top, around the mighty base, doesn't think it's more important than the stones that form the base. So how can you see what your life is worth, or where your value lies? You can never see the eyes of man. You must look at your life through heaven's eyes. One lost sheep, a shepherd boy, is greater than the richest king. If a man loses everything he owns, has he truly lost his worth? Or is it the beginning of a new and brighter world? So how do you measure the worth of a man in wealth or strength or size? By how much he gained or how much he gave? The answer will come. The answer will come. Strive to look at life through heaven's eyes. And that's why we share what we have with you, this little to be found. When all you've got is nothing, there's a lot to go around. No life is safe being blown about with the winds of change and chance. And though you'll never know all the steps, you must learn to join the dance. You must learn to join the dance.
Please, God, help my son, George.
I owe everything to George Bailey. Help him, Lord.
I love him, Lord. Please watch over him for me.
He never thinks of himself, sir. That's why he's in trouble now.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
Dear God, please bring Daddy back. Thank you, your friend, Susan.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Name George Bailey keeps turning up.
Yes, I know.
Should we send someone down?
Whose turn is it?
Clarence, the clockmaker.
Ah, Clarence. He still doesn't have his wings, does he?
He doesn't have much going for him at all now.
But he does have faith, Joseph. A strong and simple faith. Seems to me that's exactly what George Bailey needs right now. Send for Clarence.
You wanted to see me, ma'am?
Yes, Clarence. Someone needs our help. His name is George Bailey, and he's about to throw away God's greatest gift.
His life?
His life.
Oh dear.
It will be your mission, Clarence, to change his mind. If you do a good job, you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Now, no time to lose. Joseph here will get you started and help you out along the way. Now, good luck, Clarence.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, Clarence, let's go back in time a bit for some background on George Bailey.
Come on, Harry.
There he is, George Bailey, 12 years old.
They're sliding down the hill in the snow.
And across the icy pond.
They're riding on snow shovels.
It's a contest of who can slide the farthest.
And stepping up to the starting gate, my kid brother, Harry Bailey. I'm not scared, George. Woo! Go, Harry.
is breaking. Oh no, he's fallen in. He's gone under.
Somebody save him! I'm coming, Harry!
Oh, George. George jumped in. Where is he? There he is. He's not Harry.
My flat on the ice! Make the chain!
They're pulling him out.
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a cold, and the infection cost him a hearing in his right ear. It was weeks before he could return to his after-school job at Gower's drugstore.
Mr. Gower, it's me, George Bailey.
What's he doing? Playing with something behind the counter?
It's a cigar lighter, complimentary for the customers.
Oh, he doesn't smoke at his age.
No, he dreams dreams and makes wishes.
On the falling star?
No, on that old cigar lighter. It's a tradition among the boys of Bedford Falls.
Wish I had $1 million.
Hot dog!
He'll get his wish.
Well,
Mr. Gower, you back there? You're late.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Hello, George. Hello, Mary.
I have a whole time. I don't know whether to choose soda or chocolate ice cream.
Hi. Oh,
Hello, Violet.
hello, Mary.
Hello, Violet. The usual?
Mary's here first.
I'm still excited.
All right, then. Let's do this.
The usual. I'll get him. Be right back.
I like him.
You like every boy you see.
What's wrong with that?
Here you go, Violet.
Thank you. Help me, George.
Are you kidding?
Never mind. I did myself. Goodbye, Georgie. Bye, Mary.
Now, have you decided?
Chocolate ice cream.
Hey, what's that in the counter? Did you drop something? Hold on, I'll get it.
George, I know you can't hear me with this here, but I love you, George Bailey. I love you to the day I die.
Here it is. It's like some kind of telegram or something. You dropped this? Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'll get you that ice cream.
No, I changed my mind. I have to go. Goodbye, George.
Well, don't touch his feet. Hey, you forgot your... Maybe it isn't hers. Dear Mr. Gower, we regret to inform you that your son Robert died. Died this morning of influenza. Everything possible was done for his comfort. Oh, gee.
George. Delivery.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do?
I just made this order for Mrs. Blaine Powder. Dr. Scott.
Yes, sir, but...
Here, put the jar back up. I'm finished with it.
Yes, sir. Say, this is poison! Mr. Gower, they bought the diphtheria over at Blaine's house, don't they? You get this stuff, these cat, this powder out in the storm, Mr. Gower.
You go deliver this to the Blaines. Keep going.
Mr. Gower,
Do what I
George was worried about Mr. Gower, but he knew he needed help.
What did he do, Joseph?
He went to see the smartest man he knew.
Bailey, you're hopeless. Don't come crying to me when these people can't pay their debts.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter. Times are hard. A lot of people are out of work.
Well, then foreclose. If these people don't want to work, they have no right to own a house.
They want to work, Mr. Potter. It's
If
just...
they wanted to work, Mr. Bailey, they would have jobs.
Isn't that simple? I mean, these people have
Well,
children.
they're
I can't
not my
just...
children. Are you running a business here, Bailey, or a charity war?
Pop, I need some advice.
Not now, George.
What?
Mr. Potter, have you no pity? You have more money than you could possibly spend.
Oh, so I should give it all to miserable failures who can't pay their mortgages, is that it? Or failures like you and that idiot brother of yours with that shoestring building and loan?
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George.
You're not a failure. Pop, you're the biggest man in town.
George, we'll discuss this at dinner.
Yes, sir.
Biggest man in town.
Bigger than you.
George!
I'm going.
So George was on his own. What did he do, Joseph?
The best he could.
Those Bill should have been there an hour ago. Yes. Thanks for coming. George Bailey?
Mr. Gower, I've been pacing up and down front here and just about...
Where is Mrs. Flynn's pills? Where?
Oh, let go of your weapon shirt!
Answer me! Where are they? What kind of treats are you
It wasn't your fault!
Get it out of here!
Look at the bottom! Look at the bottom!
Don't you
Listen, just listen!
Don't you like this?
It's poison! It's poison, I tell you! Poison! I couldn't deliver him. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh my. Oh, George!
Please don't hurt my sword again.
George. So sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Mr. Gowan, I know how bad you feel. I'm not gonna tell on you. Honest, I'm not telling.
Did he ever tell anyone about the pills? Not a soul.
Hey, Harry.
Hey, George.
Hi, Bart.
How's it going, George?
Hey, you boys aren't busy or anything, are you? I mean, you're not giving Ernie a ticket, are you, Bert? Because I can come back later.
Nah, we're just passing the time here, George.
Ernie, I'm a rich tourist today. Figured to ride in style. How about driving you home in your cab?
Sure, Your Highness. And for the carriage trade, I even put on my hat.
Good afternoon, George.
Hi, Violet. Hey, you look good. Some dress you got on there.
What, this old thing? Why, I'll only wear this one. I don't care how I look. Well, bye, George.
Only wears it when she...
Yeah.
Ready to go, George?
Yeah. Mother, I believe that's the best dinner I've ever had.
Always say that, George.
This will be the last time, too. This is my last meal at the old homestead before I set out on a lively adventure.
Where's Harry?
Hey, you're gonna be like a high school graduation party. Get in here.
I'm coming. Hey, are you coming there, George? We're going to use that as your employee design.
Hope it works.
Of course it'll work. You're an architectural genius. Gonna build skyscrapers in New York, huh?
Now, no gin tonight, son.
Just do it.
No, son, not one drop of alcohol.
I gotta go. Bye.
Pop, did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
Pretty much. George, I wish I sent Harry to college with you. Mother and I were half the night discussing it.
We've got that all figured out, see, Harry will take my job for building and loan for the next 4 years. When I get out, he'll go.
George, he's awfully young.
He's no younger than I was.
Oh, well, I suppose you were born older.
How's that?
I said you were born older, George. Have you thought about what you're going to do when you get out of college?
Well, I'm gonna design new buildings, plan modern cities. All that stuff I've always talked about. This is just the beginning, Pop.
Well, Uncle Billy and I'll sure miss you over at the building alone. I don't suppose you consider coming back after you graduate.
Oh, Papa. I couldn't. I'd go crazy, cooped up for the rest of my life in some shabby little office. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I just want to do something big. Something important.
George, I feel that we are doing something important in our small little way. People in this town want a place they can call their own, and we're helping them get that. Even if it is the shabby little office.
I know. I've just been hoarding pennies like a miser so I can do this. Most of my friends have already finished college. Pop, if I don't get away, I'll just bust. You see what I mean, don't you?
Yes, George, I guess I do.
You look tired, Pop.
I had another tussle today with Potter in the office. You know, I thought when we put him on the board of directors, Ease up a little.
I wonder what's eating that money-grubbing old buzzard.
He's a sick man, George. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul. He hates any man who has anything he can't have. I suppose this town's no place for anyone unless he's willing to crawl upon her. You gotta get out of here, George. I understand that. Don't you remember something? Wherever you go, all of your adventures, wherever it takes you. Oh, there's a light goes by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When a childhood star shines, always stay humble and kind. You go to church 'cause your mom says to. Visit Grandpa every chance that you can. You won't be wasting time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please and thank you. Don't steal and don't cheat and don't lie. I know you got a mountain to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness will keep you from fighting. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line, so always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say peace and thank you. Don't steal and don't cheat and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Shut off the radio and roll those windows down. Let that summer sunshine always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around. Help the next one ride. Always stay humble and kind.
You want a shot, Pop? I think you're a great guy. Well, and I think I'll get dressed and go on over to Mary's graduation party.
Yeah, have a good time, son.
Quite the crowd. Yeah, it was the biggest senior class.
Sam, Wainwright, when did you get
awful clever, with the swimming pool underneath.
Yeah, kind of my idea.
Kind of all his idea. Even drove the fans himself. Saved the town a lot of money.
Oh, well. So you're an old college graduate now, huh, Sam?
Yeah, I guess so. I always think you're finally gonna make it after all.
Yeah.
Hello, George.
Hi, Violet.
My dance card's not full yet, George. What am I bid?
Well,
George?
Hey, Marty, it's old home week!
Yeah, do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
Remember my kid says Terry?
Well, I haven't seen her in quite a while. Sure, Mary, I remember. Chocolate ice cream with coconut.
Yeah, dance there, will you?
Oh,
come on, just this once. Give this real relax.
okay, not for very long. I don't want to babysit some.
Hello?
Hello.
George, Mary, Mary, George. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well.
Thanks, Freddie.
Want to dance?
Yes. Hold my punch, Freddie.
Hey, come back. My dance.
Hey, why don't you stop annoying people?
You're looking at me as if you don't know me.
Well, I knew this little girl named Mary Hatch. I guess she grew up.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The big Charleston dance contest is about to begin. Anyone not tapped by the judges will remain on the dance floor until the remaining couple is chosen. Let's dance!
I'm not very good.
Neither am I.
Well then, what do we got to lose? Here we go!
Oh, they danced and had so much fun. Of course, the story is quite a memory for Bedford Falls residents. Two pranksters opened up the gym floor that George had designed, and everyone fell into the pool. Quite a time.
Oh dear.
And it set off a chain of events that would change the course of George's life.
Mary?
Mary.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon. Hot dog, perfect, just like the barbershop.
Beautiful.
But I'm the only boy who ever walked you home in a robe.
You are. Don't I look as funny in this robe as you do in that football outfit?
Well, I guess I'm not exactly the football player type, but beggars can't be choosers. We were lucky to find these. Didn't want to go home wearing wet clothes. But no, you look wonderful in that robe. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you're the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will. Say, how old are you anyway?
18.
18? Seems like just last year you were 17. You look older without your clothes. I mean without a dress. I mean you look good. I mean younger. You look just...
Careful! You're standing on the belt. I almost lost this robe you think so much of.
Oh. Can't have that. I mean...
Well then, sir. My train, please. Throw it over my arm.
Well, a pox upon me for a clumsy laugh. Here you are. Your caboose.
You may kiss my hand. Buffalo bells, won't you come out tonight?
Okay, let me show you something. I'll throw a rock at this old house here. the old Granville house.
Oh, George, don't. I love that old house.
No. You see, you make a wish and you try to break some glass. When I was a kid...
Please don't. That old place is so full of romance. I'd love to live in it.
Live in it? Not even a ghost would want to live in it. All right, now, see this rock? Watch that second floor window there. To the right.
What'd you wish for, George?
Not just one wish, Mary. A whole half one. I'm gonna see the world. Then I'm gonna go to college and I'm gonna see what they know, and then I'm gonna build things. Build skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long. What are you doing with that rock?
Making a wish and throwing it.
Say, that's pretty good. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Wouldn't you like to know? Buffalo
Wait,
Bills.
what is it you want? You want the moon? Just say the word, but now I'll throw a lasso around and I'll pull it down. Say, that's a pretty good idea. The lasso of the moon for you, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you can swallow it. It will all dissolve, see? And the moonbeams would shoot out your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much?
Yeah, you're talking too much.
How's that?
I've been standing here for the last 5 minutes. Stop talking. Kiss her.
Kiss her?
Aw, you complacent old kids who don't know what to spend with it. I'm going inside.
Hey, you come back here. Come back out here and I'll show you some kissing that curly hair on you. Mary? Mary, where are you? Where'd you go?
Over here in the bushes, George.
What are you doing in there?
Look down on the sidewalk, George.
Down on the... Oh. It's your robe.
You were standing on the belt again.
Well, if I've got your robe here, that means that you're...
Yes. Now, please, toss me my robe.
This is a very interesting situation.
My robe!
A man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
My robe!
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway. This requires a little thought.
George Bailey, give me my robe! I'll tell your mother on you!
She's way downtown in the corner.
I'll call the police!
They're dead downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
I'll scream!
Maybe I can sell tickets.
George Bailey, give me my robe!
George. What? Come home quick, your father, he's had a stroke.
What? Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go.
Come quick, the doc, he's there now.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Gentlemen, we need to wrap up this board meeting. George here gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out these past few months since his father died. Now, he's going to be late to college because the semester's already started. So let's finish the formalities and get to our real purpose, appointing a successor to Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get down to my real purpose. It is my belief that Bedford Falls can do without Bailey Building alone. Therefore, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Why, you old buzzard.
Uncle Billy.
Mr. Chairman, it's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to be discussing this. It was his faith and hard work that built this organization, and
Well, I'll go further than that. I'll say, as far as the public was concerned, Peter Bailey was the building and loan. But he was no businessman. I don't mean any disrespect of him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called. But ideals without common sense is bad business. Take this loan here, Johnny Bishop recently. You know that man, he sits around all day in his taxi? Why, I happen to know that the bank turned down his loan.
Happy to know. But Schwab, they ask your permission before they feel the inquiries.
Uncle Billy.
But he comes here after we've turned down there and we're building him a house. And why?
You've seen all the papers, Mr. Potter. His salary, his insurance. I'll personally vouch for his character.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
So if you should pool with some employees here, you can borrow
Just
money.
a minute.
And what does that get us, George? A discontented, lazy rabble, rather than a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey fill their heads with a lot of impossible ideas. Now I
Now,
say...
just a minute. Just a minute now. Hold on, Mr. Potter. Just a minute. You're right when you say my father was no businessman. I know that. Why he ever started this cheap penny building and loan, I'll never know. But neither you nor anybody else can say anything against his character, because his whole life was... why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he never once thought of himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? He didn't save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. What's wrong with that? Why, you're all in the business here. Doesn't that kind of ownership in a town make people better customers? Better citizens? You say that they... Oh, what'd you say just a minute ago, that they should wait and save their money? Well, wait for what? Well, until their children grow up and leave them? Until they're so old and broken down that... You know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Just remember this, Mr. Parvo, that this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, is it too much to ask to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? My father didn't think so. People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book, George. I'm talking...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's galling you. I know. I've said too much. You people are the board here. You do what you want with this thing. There's just one thing more, though, that this town needs this measly one-horse institution. If only to have some place where people can come without crawling a Potter. Come on, Billy.
What happened? Am I out of a job?
Celia, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I'd better start looking through the want ads. I've got skills, and I'm young. Well, I've got skills.
Hey, George. Mr. Drake, you're week late for school already.
Don't you think I ought to stick around for a few more minutes just to see what...
You know, no sense in it. We are going out of business. Oh, it's all right. I can get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
57.
Anybody still can, George. You'll miss your boat trip.
George! They voted Potter down. They want to keep it going.
What? Okay.
They've only got one condition.
Oh, what's that?
They've appointed you to run it.
No, Uncle Billy here.
You can keep him on. You can hire anyone you like.
No, I'm leaving town. I'm going to school. This is my last chance.
But George, they'll go with Potter otherwise.
When did life become so complicated? Years of too much thought and time I wasted, and in each line upon my face is proof I thought and lived another day. When did life become this place of madness, drifting on an empty sea of waves of sadness? I make believe I'm in control and dream it wasn't all my fault. When your feet don't touch the ground and your world
touch the earth. You can't feel the things that hurt, and you're free. There's no need to come down. Every day just feels a little longer. Why am I the only one not getting stronger? Running round pretending life's a play doesn't make the darkness go away.
I may be young, but I can still remember feeling full of joy, crying tears of laughter. But now my tears are all cried out. Make believe what comes beyond, 'cause my feet are on the ground, and the inner voice I found tells the truth. There's no use if your head's in the clouds.
I was once like you, life was a maze. I couldn't find my way out. But what I say is true, you'll be amazed. Make believe and you will find out that it's true.
I know it is true.
When your feet don't touch the ground, when your voice won't make a sound, here it stands in this place above the clouds. When your feet don't touch the earth, you can't feel the things that hurt, and you're flying. There's no time to come down. When your feet don't touch the ground, when your feet don't touch the ground.
He didn't go, did he, Joseph?
No, Clarence, he didn't.
I know it.
He gave his school money to Harry, who went to college and became a football star. Made second team, All-American. Mary left for school too.
But what about George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building loan. But Harry didn't come back to take over. Harry married Ruth Dagan and took a job in research with her father's company. It was a great opportunity for Harry.
But what about George? Didn't he get to go to school?
No, Clarence. But Mary Hatch came home, and at the urging of his mother, George went to pay a call.
Hello?
Hello. I was just passing by and saw your evening paper on the sidewalk, and I thought I'd bring it up to you. I was just passing by, and
I know. Your mother phoned and said you're on your way to pay me a visit.
my mother. What made her think that?
I thought you told her.
I wasn't on my. I just went for a walk and saw your evening paper on the newspaper. Thought I'd bring it up to you, that's all. Just passing by.
That's not our paper. We already got our paper.
Oh. Well, I was just passing by.
Are you going to sit down or aren't you?
All right, for a minute. I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here. Thought you'd go back to New York like Sam Wainwright and the rest.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, for Bedford Falls and for my family and for, well, everything.
Mary, who's out there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey, what does he want?
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
What?
You told him to stop that to go right back home. But don't you?
You know, I didn't come
What
here.
did you come here for?
I don't know. You're the one with all the answers. You tell me. I was just passing. I'm waving good night.
I'll get it. Oh, hello, Sam.
Got my
Oh,
newspaper.
it's awfully sweet, Sam. Oh, there's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey. Here, George. We can both use this phone. Mother's only exception. Say something, Sam. There, can you hear?
Yeah, hello, Sam. Oh, I'm not trying to steal your girl. I just.
What's the big surprise, Sam?
What? A factory? Plastic and obsolete? Rochester, New York? Well, what's the matter with here? You know that old tool and machinery factory right outside town? Well, half the town was out of work when it closed down. You could get it for a song. What? I'm sorry, what?
Is my cheek in the way?
No, it's fine.
What's that, Sam? Money? George, do you have money?
Sure, some, yeah. What?
He says it's a chance of a lifetime.
Now you listen to me. I don't want any plastic soybeans. I don't want any factories, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? I want to do what I want to do. Hurting you? No, that's the last thing. Oh, Mary. Oh, Mary. Mary.
6 months later, George and Mary were married. Their honeymoon was to be a trip George had always dreamed of taking.
It's about time.
I swear I've got rice in my hair, rice in my pockets, rice in my...
Where to, folks?
Baghdad, Samarkand, Tahiti.
Gonna run up quite a cab fare.
Oh, we've got money, Ernie. Honeymoon money, $2,000. Drew it out of the life savings. Look here. All cash.
Holy smoke!
Got it in small bills so I can wave in my face and make a breeze. Here, Mary. Want to wave some money in your face?
Don't mind if I do.
There, looks like you got yourself quite the windfall.
Very funny. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, another week in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wine.
Oh, look at that.
What?
Something funny going on down at the bank. I've never seen one myself, but that's got all the earmarks for run.
Ernie, if you got any money in the bank, better hurry and get it out!
Something's going on in the building alone. We'll be back in a minute, Mary.
George.
Wait for me, I won't take a minute. Excuse me.
What's happening? The Great Depression. People bought stocks on credit and the banks loaned money on pipe dreams.
Sounds dangerous.
When the bottom fell out, nearly 40% of the country's jobs disappeared. People lost everything.
Unless they had their money saved in the bank.
When the loans were paid, the banks failed and took all of those savings with them.
At least George got his money out, but what's going to happen to the building and loan?
There was definitely trouble. Mr. Potter took over the bank, and the bank called in the loan from Bailey Building and Loan.
So what are you willing to do, Mr. Potter?
A necessity in time of crisis, George. But I'm willing to guarantee your people too. Just tell them to bring all their shares over to me and I'll pay them 50 cents on the dollar for every share they've got. Be reasonable, George. If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen, and you know it.
Well, you never miss a trick, do you, Potter? Well, you're gonna miss this one.
Oh, I better start looking through the want ads for another job. I've got skills and I'm really old.
I'm scared, George.
Billy, just
Was it a nice wedding, George?
you take this one. Got good news, folks. I've just talked to Mr. Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments to the bank. You see, this thing isn't as black as it appears. The bank's going to reopen next week.
But George, I've got my money here. Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Gina. I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter over here.
I want to make a withdrawal.
But you...
Me too!
But Tom, we don't keep all the money here. It's out working for you. It's in Jean's house, and Charlie's house, and Mrs. Macklin's house, and hundreds of others. You're giving them the money to build, and when they pay it back...
George, I only got $242 here, and I'm taking it out ain't gonna break you.
Okay, Tom.
Tom, did you get your money?
No.
Well, I did. Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
Well, okay, Tom. You have 60 days on this.
60 days?
That's what you agreed on when you bought your shares, Tom. It takes a while to...
Okay. Let's go to the bank. Better after nothing.
All of you, listen to me. Don't do this. If Potter gets a hold of this building and loan, there will never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank, he's got the bus lines and the department stores, and now he's after us. And you want to know why? Because we're cutting in on his business, that's why. He wants to keep you living in his slums and paying the kind of rent he wants you to pay.
Gee, you lived in one of his houses, didn't you? Do you remember what he charged you for that broken down shack? Tom, remember last year when things weren't going so well for you and you couldn't make your payments here? We didn't take your house, did we? Do you think Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you all understand what's happening? Potter isn't selling, he's buying. Because we're all panicking and he's not. Now, he's picking up some bargains too. Now, we can get through this thing if we stick together. We've all got to have faith in each other.
My husband hasn't worked in over a year, and I need the money now. How am I going to live until the bank opens? I got doctor bills to pay. I need cash. I've got cash here.
Mary, our honeymoon money?
What kind of honeymoon could we have, George, knowing our friends at home are in trouble?
$2,000. It'll tide us all over till the bank reopens. Tom, how much do you need?
I'll take $242.
Tom, you don't...
I'll take $242.
Wait, $242.
Where's my account?
Your account's still here. It's a loan. Mary, where are you going?
I have an errand to run.
But we...
I've got $300 here, George.
Oh, now, Gene. What'll it take for the bank?
I suppose $20.
20? Thanks, Gene. Mrs. Thompson?
Oh, but it's your money, George.
Don't you worry about that. How much do you want?
I can get along with 20. Yes, 20 all right.
20. Now we're talking. There you go.
Where do I sign?
You don't sign anywhere. You don't get paid back when you can. All right.
Thank you, George.
Mrs. Davis?
Can I have $17.50?
Bless your heart, of course you can.
It was tight, but they made it to 6 o'clock with $2 to spare. George finally remembered he was a married man when Mary called him with a special invitation to come home.
Oh, did they already have a home?
Well, she gave him an address, 320 Sycamore.
But that's the old Granville house. The one with all the broken windows.
Hiya, George. I mean, entree, Monsieur.
So, the old Granville house is a bridal suite now, Marty?
I'm not Ernie. I'm a fancy French butler.
Uh-huh. Well, the roof leaks, the stair railing's broken, and the wallpaper's peeling, a couple of holes in the floor, but like what you done with the place?
Yeah, Bert hung up some travel posters so the broken windows don't, mercy, mercy,
Monsieur.
What's this? Looks like dinner for two. Fireplace, music, champagne. Wow, you really...
I just gave the servants the night off.
Mary?
I love you truly, truly, dear. Life with its sorrow.
George, do you remember the night you broke the windows in this old house?
I do. You made a wish.
This is what I wished for, George. You and me here in our home. Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Potter, Mr. Bailey is here.
Send him in. George, come on in. Sit down. Would you like something to drink?
What did you want to see me about?
You know, George, that's just what I like about you. You're right to the point. George, I'm an old man, and most people hate me. I don't like them either, so we're even. Now you know that I run practically everything in this town.
Except the building alone.
Except the Bailey building alone. Now you know too that for the last number of years I've been trying to get control of it, or kill it. But I haven't been able to do that, George, and do you know why? Because you have been stopping me. In fact, you have beaten me, George. And as anyone in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. During the Depression, for instance, why, you and I were the only ones who kept our heads. You saved Bailey building and loan, and I saved all the rest.
Yes, well, most people say you stole the rest.
The envious ones say that George the suckers. Now, I've stated my side quite frankly. Let's look at your side. You're a young man. You're making 40 a week?
45.
Oh, yes. Sorry. 45. Now, you give your mother some money, George, and pay your bills. You'll be able to save $10 a week if you scrimp. But a child or two will come along, George, and you won't even be able to save 10. If you were your everyday common yokel, I'd say you're doing just fine. But there's nothing common about you, George. You're intelligent, ambitious, and you hate your job. In fact, you hate the building and loan almost as much as I do. You're the smartest one in the crowd, George, and you've been forced to watch your friends go places because you're trapped. You're trapped frittering away your life playing nursemaid to a lot of riffraff. Isn't that right, George?
What's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point is, George, that I want to hire you.
Hire me?
Yes, to manage my businesses and run my properties. I'll start you off at $20,000 a year.
20?
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town? Buy your wife lots of nice clothes? Take a couple of business trips to New York every summer. Maybe even once in a while Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Wouldn't mind? Are you sure you got the right fella here, Mr. Potter? This is me. You remember me, George Bailey?
George Bailey, whose ship has just come in. That is, provided, of course, that you've got the brains to climb aboard.
What about the building and loan?
Oh, confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Is it a deal or isn't it?
I know I had to jump at the chance, but I wonder if it'd be possible to give me 24 hours to think it over.
Oh, sure. You go on home and talk to your wife about it.
I'd like to do that.
And meanwhile, I'll have the papers drawn up. Okay, George?
All right, sir.
Shut your eyes and trust in me. Right in, that way. You can sleep safe and sound, right in. Knowing I am around. Right in, that way. Slip into silent slumber, sail on a silver mist. Slowly and surely your senses will cease to exist. Trust in me, just in me. Shut your eyes and trust in me. Clarence, here's my hand on your jaw.
No. What was I thinking? I don't need to talk to anybody. I know the answer right now. It's no. No, doggone it. You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. But it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast configuration of things, you're nothing but a scurvy little spider. Oh, the heck with you! The heck with you!
Well, I never.
Mary? Why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
Keep from being an old maid.
Well, sure, but you could have married Sam Wainwright or anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon, I promise. Your what?
My baby?
Mary,
George Bailey lassos the stork.
Yo! What is it, a boy or a girl?
Uh-huh.
You've probably already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls.
Never?
Mary had a baby, a boy, and then before too long, another one, a girl. Day after day, she worked from making the old Granville house into a home. Well, night after night, George came back late from the office. Autumn was bearing down hard. Then came the war. Ma Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross. Mary had 2 more babies, but found time to run the local USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic airplane windows. Potter headed up the draft board. Bertha Cock was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie parachuted to France. And Harry Bailey, well, Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 enemy planes. 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
What happened to George?
4F because of his ear. George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls. And just like everybody else, he weapon prayed on VE Day, and weapon prayed on VJ Day. And then, just today,
Bailey building in Lowell. Oh, hi, Emma. Did you hear? Harry's coming home. He just won the Congressional Medal of Honor. The president himself pinned it on.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! President decorates local boy!
I gotta go, Ma. I'll call you later. Bailey building in Lowell. Let's call. Yes, we'll take it. George, Harry Bumpyson from Washington.
Harry, congratulations! How's mother? She what? She did? Lunch with the president's wife.
Oh, wait till I tell Maud.
Harry, we're cooking up quite a celebration for you here, just in time for Christmas Eve. The Navy's gonna fly another home this afternoon.
In a plane?
Harry, in a... Of course in a plane. What's that, Harry? Oh, no, Uncle Billy isn't here. Oh, you stopped at the bank. To deposit the accounts receivable?
George, I forgot to tell you. Miss Carter is here.
Who?
Carter, bank examiner.
Say, Harry, I gotta take care of a little business here. Don't hang up before I get to say goodbye to you. Oh, and Uncle Billy will be along in a few minutes. Here's Tilly.
Morning.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, we're all excited around here. My brother just got the Congressional Medal of Honor, decorated by the President himself.
I'm supposed to do those things. I expect you to have a good year, though I can't figure how. You're taking all these personal collect calls and talking for hours on end. Let's get this over with quickly, shall we? I'd like to spend Christmas in Elmira with my family.
Absolutely. Here are the books, and my Uncle Billy will be along any minute. Stop at the bank and make a deposit right now.
Good morning, Hortense.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
I've got an envelope with $8,000 in here someplace.
You got quite a pocket there, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, the newspapers. I got my nephew, Harry. Here is one for you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, look who just rolled in.
Mr. Potter, I'm here to stop, sir.
Yes, I'll be right back. Well. Good morning, Mr. Potter.
Bailey, you know my property manager, Mr. Reineman?
I do indeed, Mr. Rockman.
Mr. Bailey?
What's this morning's news? Oh, can't see the headline. Oh, I've got a few copies here myself. Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal of Honor. Oh, well, sir, you can't keep those Baileys down, can you, Mr. Potter?
And how does George, the 4F slacker, feel about that?
Oh, very jealous. Very jealous. Lost 3 buttons off his chest, off his vest, and popping out his chest. Of course, George wanted to fight, and if he'd gone, he would have won 2 medals. Well, sir, here are some copies of the paper for your friends, and for you too, Mr. Ryan.
Keep it. No skin off my nose.
Very well. Suit yourself. I've got plenty to change your mind.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. George fought the war here in Bedford Falls. Because not every villain is overseas.
I don't have time for this nonsense. Good day, sir. Come along, Reineman.
Have a good day, Mr. Potter. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Where was I? Oh yes. Here is the deposit slip. And here is the bank book.
Did you forget something, Mr. Bailey?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
It's usually customary when making a deposit to bring some money with you.
Of course, I have an envelope, $8,000 here someplace. It's right here. No. Where is it? Where is it?
May I see you for a second, George?
Second? Well, why, of course you can. Come in.
Thank you.
Now, just what was it you wanted to see me about?
I'm going to be leaving town. Going to New York. I'd like to find a job. Could you write me a letter to help with me?
There. Wrote you a glowing character reference. I'll even give you a fancy building a loan letterhead to keep it in.
Character. If I had any character,
It takes a lot of character to leave the security of your hometown and start all over again. Here, here's a couple of bucks.
Oh, George, no.
Well, you're broke, aren't you?
Oh, well, sure, but I...
Want to walk to New York City? You know what they charge for meals and rent up there? Just the same as they do in Bedford Falls. Now, take it. loan. It's my business. Building a loan.
All right. Thank you.
Besides, you'll get a job. Got faith in you.
You've always had faith in me, George. Me and lots of others. It's hard to live up to sometimes, you know? But I don't know what I'd do without you in my corner. I'm glad to know you, George Bailey. Well, better go, I guess.
Say hello to New York for me. Merry Christmas.
I will. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Billy, the bank examiner's been waiting for you. We've got to find that money. It doesn't belong to us, it belongs to the depositors. They trusted us to.
How could you, George?
We don't have time for that. Do you have any secret hiding places? Anywhere you might have put it?
Not all over the house, not everywhere, George.
Think! I can't think anymore. Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Where's the money? Don't you know what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal in prison, that's what it means. One of us is going to jail and it's not going to be me. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out.
I'm so sorry, George. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We know where that money is.
Yes, Clarence, we do.
Send me down, Joseph. I'll tell George.
It's not that easy. Remember, all we've seen here has taken place in the past.
Oh, that's right.
Once we catch up the present, that will be the moment to act.
Then I can tell him.
No, we must guide him to make his own decisions. Besides, even if you told him, what could he do about it?
Well, he could.
Wait, Clarence. Wait till we've caught up with George's president.
I think that's the best one yet, Jamie. I want my piano solo to be perfect for the party tonight.
I'm sure it will be, sweetheart.
Especially if I keep practicing.
Well, careful, Peter. Don't put too many ornaments on this side of the tree.
Okay, I'll spread them out. See?
And you're doing a fine job.
I'll...
Of course you can. Here. Why don't you help with this one? Hello, darling.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Merry Christmas.
Oh my, bless you.
Bless you, Daddy.
Did you bring the Christmas wreath for the window?
Left it at the office.
Is it snowing outside?
Just started.
Where's your coat and hat?
I left them at the office.
George, what's wrong?
Nothing, no. Everything's fine. Let me just sit down.
All right. Peter, you're a big boy. Can you put the star up on the tree?
I can.
Good. Isn't it wonderful about Harry George? I swear I've had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother's so excited.
Does she have to keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy. Mommy says we can stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Why don't you go upstairs and freshen up, darling, before the families get here?
Families? I don't want the families over here.
Hectic day.
Oh, yeah. Another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door got a new car for Christmas. You should see
What's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse you for what?
All right, darling, you're excused. Now to go upstairs and see if Zuzu wants anything.
Okay.
Zuzu? Well, what's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she caught a cold on her way home from school. She won a flower for a prize, didn't want to crush it, so she just didn't bug her coat. I put her to bed, just a cold. The doctor said she'll be fine.
The doctor was here? Is she running a temperature?
A little one, 99.6. She'll be fine.
I swear, it's this drafty old house. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why do we have to get this old house in the first place and sat around this crummy old town?
George, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why do we have to have all these kids?
Where are you going?
To see Zuzu. There, you see? Good as new.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to do something for me. But it's a secret.
A secret? What is it?
Will you try and get some sleep?
But I want to look at my flower.
I know. That's the secret, see? If you go to sleep and dream about your flower, it'll bloom into a whole garden of flowers in your dream.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Good night, Daddy.
Nice, sweetheart. Go to sleep now.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. Yes, I'm sure she'll be all right. Oh, yes, the doctor said she'll be out of time in bed. She'll be out of
Is that her teacher on the phone?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello? Hello? Mrs. Wells? Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that half naked? George! This is the kind of thing we pay our taxes for, to have people like you. Silly, stupid, careless people who don't take care of our kids.
What the
They might even the best dressed in the... Hello? Who's this? Oh, Mr. Welsh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, anytime you're man enough to... Hello? He hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell?
How do I know?
Excuse me.
Stop that! And Jamie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? Shut up, will ya? I'm sick of this town and this house and my whole rotten life. I'm sick of it. Mary, Janie, tell me. Peter, what was it you wanted to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everybody, Janie? I told you to practice. Go on, play.
Oh, Daddy! George, why must you torment the children?
Mary, I'm no good. I never should. Never should.
Hello, operator? Yes, Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble, Mommy?
Yes, Peter, I think he is.
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Jane. Very, very hard.
Me too?
You too, Tommy. Hello. Yes, Uncle Billy?
Well, what is it, George? Why have you come to see me?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need help. There's some sort of accident. My company's short in their accounts. I need to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporter wanted to talk to you about.
Reporters?
Yes, and there's a man from the DA's office, too. He's looking for you.
Help me, Mr. Potter. Won't you please? Can't you see what it would do to my family? I'll pay you any interest. If you still want the building and loan...
George, could it possibly be that there's a slight discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. There's nothing wrong with the books. I've just misplaced $8,000. I can't find it anywhere.
You've misplaced $8,000?
Yes, sir.
I see. Have you notified the police?
No, sir. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming is
What
tomorrow.
have you been doing, George? Have you been playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir. No, I haven't.
Well, is it a woman? You know it's all over town that you're giving money to Violet Bit?
What?
Why did you come to see me, George? Why didn't you go to that Sam Wainwright and ask him for money?
I couldn't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
I thought you had a lot of friends, George.
They don't have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You're the only one in town who can help me.
I see. It seems suddenly I'm quite important. What kind of security would I have, George? Do you have any stocks?
No.
Bonds? Real estate? Collateral of any kind?
I have a life insurance. $15,000 policy. I brought it with me.
How much equity is in it?
$500.
Look at you, George. You were so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What I see before me is a warped, frustrated young man. A miserable little clerk, crawling in here on hands and knees, begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, nothing but a miserable $500 equity in a life insurance policy. Why, you're worth more dead than alive, George. And since the big examiner is still a stockholder in Bailey Building and Loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest, misappropriation of funds, malfeasance, and manipulation. In fact, I'll call the sheriff's office right now.
No, I'm going.
Reineman, get in here.
Hasn't this joke of yours gone on long enough? Well, obviously, you have Bailey's money.
Nobody is going to be able to prove it, Reineman.
I saw him do it.
You were smart enough to keep your mouth shut, and you will continue to do so.
Yeah, no skin
No
off
skin off your nose, I know. And by the way, this is not my joke.
What would you call it then?
Revenge is what I would call it. Revenge. Oh, hello? Yes, Bob? This is Potter. I want to swear out a warrant. What for? For the arrest of George Bailey.
Nick, I'll have another drink.
Shouldn't you be going home, George? I can find somebody to take you. It's still pretty hot.
I said another drink.
All right. Be back in a minute.
God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, please show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Please, God.
Here you go, George. But I really think
I'll have another one after this, dude.
Ain't you had enough,
I
George?
said I'll have
Hey, Mr. Beckett!
Oh, hello, Mr. Martini. How's that new house?
Oh, she's fine. Thanks to you. Say, why do you drink so much, my friend? It's Christmas Eve. You should be at home with your family. Please, go home, Mr. Bailey.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
Well, this is Mr. George Bailey.
Hey!
You got this coming, Bailey.
Whoa, hey, get off of him!
Next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get burned. She works as slave to teach her kids. You scream at her over the phone, she cried for an hour.
You get out of here, Mr. Welch!
I got to pay for my drink.
Never mind the money. You just hit my best friend. Get out!
George, you okay, George?
Okay. So much for praying.
That fella don't come into my place no more. You hear what I say, Nick?
Yes, sir, you bet. Want me to call someone for you, George? Your mouth's bleeding there.
It is? I guess it is.
Nick, call the doctor for Mr. Bailey.
No. Okay. He was right.
Who, Welsh? He's just a hot
No, I mean Potter.
Potter?
Said I'm worth more dead than alive. He was right. Alive I'm worth nothing, but dead I'm worth $15,000. Help me out. I got someplace I gotta go.
Let me take you home, George.
Ooh, he shouldn't be driving in his condition.
You won't be driving for long.
Look! He hit a tree. Is he all right?
He's fine. See, he's getting out of his car.
Oh, didn't do that tree any good. Where's he going?
Out on the bridge.
That current's running pretty swift.
See what he's doing now?
Oh,
He's going to jump. Can he swim?
Oh, he can swim, but fighting that current would take quite an effort. An effort he isn't willing to make. No, he'll go to the bottom and stay there.
Oh, no.
It's time, Clarence.
All right, Joseph. Here I go.
First time I'm in lucky today. Toll house wasn't locked and there was wood for the fire.
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it.
Oh, it didn't, huh? Then what did?
Heaven. It was all arranged.
Uh-huh. How'd you happen to fall in the river?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in.
Trying to kill yourself?
Oh, my, no. It was trying to keep you from killing yourself.
Me? What are you talking about?
I knew that if I were drowning, you'd stop thinking of killing yourself and try to save me. And you did, see? That's how I saved you.
Very funny.
Your lip is bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got a bust in the mouth and answer to a prayer.
Oh, no. I'm the answer to your prayer, George. That's why I was sent down here.
Wait a minute. How do you know my name?
I know all about you. I watched you grow up from a little boy.
Just who are you?
Clarence Oddbody, ASC.
ASC?
Angel, second class. I'm your guardian angel, George.
Yeah, well, you look about like the kind of angel I get. Where are your wings?
I haven't won my wings yet. You'll help me earn them, won't you?
Oh, sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000, do you?
No, we don't use money up there.
Yeah, well, it comes in pretty handy down here, Bob. How'd you know about that anyway?
I told you. I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Everything, huh?
Everything.
And you know I'm more dead than alive.
That's not true. Why,
If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. I wish I'd never been born.
Now, George, I've got my job to... Wait a minute. What did you say?
Said I wish I'd never been born.
Never been born. You know, I think that just might work. What do you think, Joseph? Well, you needn't make such a fuss about it.
What'd you say?
You've never been born, George. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations. No $8,000 to find him. No potter.
Wait a chef. Isn't that the doggonest thing I can hear out of my bad ear?
Your lips stop bleeding too, George.
It stopped snowing. What's happening here? Just as soon as my clothes are dry.
Your clothes are dry. Because they've never been wet. Mine too.
Fire must have been harder than I thought. Get my coat on and we'll walk to Martinis. Oh, I forgot. You're an angel. I'll walk, you can fly.
I can't fly.
Oh, right, no wings. Come on. I just can't understand where my car went. Somebody must have moved it. I ran into that tree and cut a big gash in the side, but it wasn't a gash.
Good thing, too. That tree was the oldest tree in Pottersville.
You mean Bedford Falls?
I mean Pottersville. Didn't you see the sign?
Something's wrong here.
Indeed, there it is.
I need to talk to Martini. Come on, Gabriel.
Clarence.
Hey, Nick, I was wondering if I left my... hey, where's Martini?
You want a martini?
No, your boss, Mr. Martini. Where is he?
Look, this is my place. I'm the boss here. Now, you want a drink or not?
All right. Double bourbon.
All right. What'll be for you, Grandpa?
Oh, it's been so long since...
Look, I'm sitting and waiting for you to make up your mind.
You're doing a fine job. That's a good man. Thank you. Just so many choices. You know, I was thinking of
maybe a fleeting rum punch, but no, it's not cold enough for that. Oh, I know it, mulled wine. Heavy on the cinnamon, light on the clothes. Off with you, my lad, and then be lively.
Look, we serve hard liquor here for men who want to get drunk fast. We don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere. That clear? You understand? Do I need to rabbit punch you once or twice to get the point across?
Rabbit punch? Is that like rum punch?
Oh, don't shoot it.
Hey, just give him the same as mine. It's okay, it's just a little...
Right, fine. 2 double bourbons. I'll be back in a minute. Make really sure you got the money.
Never seen Nick act this way.
He's not exactly the man you knew. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things. Somebody got his wings.
What?
Every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets his or her wings. Another one.
Oh, look. It might not be a good idea to mention getting your wings so loud.
Why? Don't they believe in angels?
Yeah, sure.
Then why should they be surprised that I'm an angel?
What's this guy talking about?
Oh, you know how it is with some old people. They get a little...
I'm not old. I'm only 293. That's very young for an angel.
You're 293 years old.
Well, not really, no.
See, there.
I'm 292. I won't be 293 till next May.
All right, that does it. Okay, you 2 pixies, out! Walk through the door, fly through the window. I don't care which. Just get out now.
It's okay. He's just a
And that's another thing. Where do you come off calling me Nick? I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me?
Whoa, hang on a second. Who let that rummy in while I wasn't paying attention? Hey, you. Word, listen. Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here ever again? You thirsty? You want a drink? I got a glass with your name on it right here. Drink this!
Oh, Nick, wait, hold it! Mr. Gower! Mr. Gower! It's me! George Bailey, don't you know me?
Throw the rummy out.
Hey, Nick, how could you? That's Mr. Gower.
That's another reason for me not to like you. That rummy, he spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid.
Poisoning him?
You know him? You must be a jailbird yourself. All right, you two. Out you go! Hey, everybody, look at me. I'm giving out wings.
Here. Let me help you up. At least I managed to toss us in a snowbank.
Oh, look, I made a snow angel.
Very funny. Everything's kind of funny tonight. Nick not knowing me, Mr. Gower.
You see, you weren't there to stop him from putting the poison in those capsules.
What are you talking about? I was there. Look, who are you?
I told you, George. I'm your guardian angel.
Oh, sure, you're some kind of hypnotist or something. Everything's different.
Everything's different because you were never born.
Well, if I was never born, who am I?
Nobody. You don't exist. You have no identity. There is no George Bailey. Your wallet's empty. You have no cards, no driver's license, no life insurance policy. Oh, and they're not there either.
What are you talking about? They're not there. What's not there?
Zuzu's petals. The ones that fell from a flower. The ones you hid in your pocket. They're not there because, well, that never happened.
They're not there.
You've been given a great gift, George. The opportunity to see what the world would be like without you.
It's some dream I'm having here. All right, that's it.
Well, where are you going?
I'm going home to see my wife and family, understand? I'm going alone.
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I did not have a drink.
everything's different. The saloons, pool halls. Wait a minute, where's the building alone? Hey, you, can you help me? Where's the building alone?
The what?
The building alone, Bailey building alone. It was here in this building.
They went out of this years ago.
Went out! Ernie, take me home. Something funny's going on and I need time to think. Take me home.
Where do you live, Matt?
Oh, doggone it, don't you start this with me. You know where I live. 320 Sycamore.
320 Sycamore. Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Hurry up. Look, help me out here. You're Ernie Bishop and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right, isn't it?
You see my wife?
Senior, Ernie, I've been to your house 100 times.
What are you trying to pull, Matt? I live in a shack in Potter's Field. My wife left 3 years ago and took the kid with her. I ain't seen him since, and I ain't seen you before in my life, see? And that address you gave me. 320 Sycamore. Ain't nobody lived there for more than 25 years. I'm not taking you there. You can walk.
Mary? Mary? Peter, Jamie, Tommy, Susan.
They're not here, George. You have no children. You never existed to have them.
What have you done with them?
There he is, Bert. Just like I told you.
All right, buddy. Put up your hands. No fast moves.
Thank heavens.
Watch it, Bert.
How did my kids?
I'll get the other one.
Bert,
Stay fast. I said put up your hands.
Ernie, what's the matter with you? It's just fella here. He says he's an angel. He's trying to hypnotize. Hey, Bert. Hey, what's the matter with you? You're twisting my arms.
Run, George, run! The little look fit me. That does it. You're no list, you little...
Help! Joseph! Come here. Joseph! Help! Where'd he go?
I had it right here.
You ain't got it now.
No, why?
Let's get out of here, Bert. This place is haunted.
Mother, it's me, it's George.
Mother? What do you want?
Oh no, I thought for sure you'd remember me. Please, something's happened to me. Something's happened to everybody. I don't know where to turn.
I don't take in strangers. I'm a respectable woman.
Well, no. I know everybody you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Well, of course I do.
When did you see him last?
When did I? Well, just today, over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since his business went under, and if you ask me, you should be there too!
Well, you look like you can use a friend.
Violet! You know me? You really know me?
Well, sure I do, sugar.
Oh, Violet, you gotta help me.
I'll give you all the help you need.
I gotta figure this out. I could use a cup of coffee or something, and we could sit down and talk. And
Sure. But, let's discuss price first.
Price? I don't... Oh, no, not it. Vi? What's my name?
Your name?
My name, Vi. What's my name?
Well, what I've been saying is...
Oh, no, I gotta get out of here.
Hey! Oh, what's the matter with you?
Isn't it strange? Each man's life touches so many other lives, and when he isn't around, it leaves an awful hole.
You got me under some spell or something. Well, I'm getting it out. I know how to. The last man I talked to before this all started happening was Martine. I know where he lives.
You do?
Of course I do. I helped him buy his house. He lives here at Bailey Park.
There is no Bailey Park. You weren't here to build those houses. This is a cemetery.
A cemetery? There's nothing here but a cemetery.
Look over here, George. Read the inscription.
In memory of our beloveds. What's the point?
Read the name.
In memory of our beloved son. Oh, Noah! Harry Bailey?
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie. Harry went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them. Because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
Clarence? Where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't.
Tell me where Mary is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Tell me!
She never existed. She never...
Tell me! So help me!
She just wasn't at the library.
Mary! Mary!
Well, that was unpleasant. Must be an easier way to get my wings.
Mary! Mary!
The library will reopen tomorrow at
Mary, wait, stop! Look at me, Mary. Mary, it's me, it's George. Don't you know me?
No, I don't know
Mary,
you.
help me. I need you. Where are the kids? Mary, I need you. Please. No! Hey! Hey, let go of me! I'm sorry, I'll try why!
All right, buddy. You're not getting away again.
Sorry, I didn't see a bird! I don't care what happens to me. Please, give me back to Mary and the kids. I want to live again. I want to live again. Please, God, let me live again. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
So let that lonely feeling wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand and go.
Crashing through when you need a friend to carry you, and when Hey, George. George, all right?
Stay away from me, Bert.
What's the matter with you?
Just get out of here, Bert, so help me, I'll hit you again.
Hit me again? What the Sam Hill are you talking about, George?
Did you call me George? Bert. Bert, do you know me? Do you really know me?
Know you? Are you kidding? I've been looking all over town for you. I saw your car put up into that tree down the road, and I thought maybe you... Hey, George, your mouth's bleeding.
My nose bleeding, Bert! My nose bleeding! Jesus, Bert. They're all here, Bert! What do you know about them? Merry Christmas, Bert! Merry Christmas!
Hey, wait! I'll give you right back home!
Wait, Bert! Merry Christmas! Look there! The sign tag! Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Martini's restaurant! Merry Christmas, you wonderful old Billy alone! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter!
And a happy New Year to you, George. In jail. Go home now, they're waiting for
I
you.
will hardly wait. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Main Street! Merry Christmas, Hardware Store! Merry Christmas to you and you and everybody!
Merry Christmas, George. George?
Harry! Harry! Oh, hello, Mrs. Bacon-Zimmer. Well, let me shake your hand. Hope you haven't been waiting too long. Oh, I know, hey, that was a no.
George, I've got a paper here that I...
Oh, I bet it's a wonderful night rest, isn't it, Sheriff?
Yes, I'm afraid it is, George. I'm sorry. It's my
Why, you're awful good at it, too.
Oh, well, thanks.
A wonderful night rest, isn't it wonderful? Who arrested you here?
Mr. Bid, I'm with the close
Oh, of course. Hey, give me a minute to find Mary, will you? Maybe she's upstairs. Isn't this a great drafty old house? Mary! Mary! Kids! Oh, Tommy, Peter!
I told you I heard Daddy's voice.
Oh, where's her?
She's looking for you and Uncle Billy.
Oh, Susan, my little ginger snap. How do you feel?
Fine. And she's all better and not a smidge of temperature. George! Tommy!
Mary! Oh, Mary! You've come back to me and you're real. And you're mine, Mary. Oh, you have no idea what's happening to me.
You have no idea. Quickly, George, come downstairs. They'll all be here soon.
Who? What?
Here, come on in.
I'm here.
I know why you're here. Stand aside, make a path.
George, look. A whole laundry basket full of money and more coming. When I told everybody about this red, well, they all cheated.
Put it on the couch, Uncle Billy.
Well, here you go.
George, another one on the bank?
Tom.
Here, I collected down from the firehouse. I even went down to the high school and collected from the faculty. They all contributed. $242. How about that?
All right, folks. Line forms to the right. Mr. Martini, step right up here.
Here she goes, George. From me to you. Hey, I am passing in the jukebox.
Mr. Gower.
I made all the rounds for your charge.
Violet?
I've changed my mind, George. I'm not leaving town. Here's your loan back.
I don't have a roof over my head to work for you, George.
Quiet, everybody. I've got something to read. It's a telegram from London. Ooh. Quiet, please. Mr. Gower cabled you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance up to $25,000. Stop. Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
It looks to me like that $8,000 isn't missing after all. It's all here and then some.
Considering the circumstances, baby, the loan has passed my inspection.
Now, Mommy? Now, Jamie. Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
Just so happens I've got the wine for everybody.
The newborn king.
Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas!
We got on a police escort all the way from the airport. John Fool flew in all the way in the blizzard.
How much your bacon and more carry? I left right in the middle of it. As soon as I got Mary's telegram, I borrowed the bank. Hey, somebody hand me some wine.
Yeah, you go ahead.
A toast to my older brother, George Bailey, the richest man in town.
Old acquaintance we forgot, and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot, and always die.
George, what's this? A book with your name on it.
Read it, Mary. What does it say?
Dear George, remember, no man is alone who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence. Who's Clarence?
Dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, the bells on the Christmas tree are ringing. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That's right. That's right. Oh boy, Clarence.